The star of today's show is going to be the Packard Bell 46 SX-20 computer. This computer is kind of an interesting gem. This computer was given to me a couple years ago by a customer, and I've decided to keep it because I figured it might come in handy one of these days. Maybe reselling it or something like that, because I know that vintage computing parts are getting hard to find and becoming quite collectible for some people. So I have not opened this box since I got it, and I'm itching to find out what's in this. So this is going to be interesting for both of us. So let's zoom in on the box and take a look at the specs from the factory. Okay, so the Legend 610 came with a 46SX microprocessor at 20 megahertz. Hold the phone! 107 megabyte hard disk drive. Wow. 2 megabytes of RAM. God. EVGA video controller. That's not even SVGA. Hey, at least it came with a mouse. 5 1/4 inch floppy disk. Wow. Do you want to talk about old school? 5 1/4 inch floppy? Hello? MS-DOS 5.0. Microsoft Windows. I wonder what version of Windows this is. I wonder if it's 3.1 or 3.0. That's going to be interesting to figure out. Okay, so you've seen what the specs are. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and see what's actually in there. I'm excited. So here comes the moment of truth, everybody. Let's see what's in here. Drum roll, please. Oh, look at that. Hey, look at that nice vintage mouse pad right there. Montgomery Ward. This is probably where they bought this computer at. Maybe. See what other kind of goodies are in here. We have an old power strip. That might not even work anymore. Who knows? Maybe it does. The original Packard Bell mouse. It's not even worn off right here. A little yellowed. Not dirty there at all. Wow. Hey, it still clicks too. Woo! PS2. Wow. That's pretty cool. Sound Blaster speakers. These look like the kind of speakers that would have come with a multimedia kit from back in the day. Wonder if these work. We have the other speaker. Curious as to why both of these have a volume control. I wonder if they're both... No, it says right amp, left amp. They both have volume controls though. That's interesting. Huh. You want to talk about some vintage gaming stuff? That couldn't get any more vintage than those speakers, let me tell you. A floppy disk. I wonder what's on that. Got some printer cables and some power cables down in here. So now, let me just adjust that camera. And let's take a look at this side of it. The original Packard Bell keyboard. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Now I gotta say, for me this is pretty cool. To have a computer with its original keyboard and mouse, that's pretty cool. Sad thing is that this keyboard doesn't look like it was used all that much. It's pretty clean. Alright. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? Because I don't know if I am, so oh, There we go. Look at that. Even got a CD-ROM in it. And I can tell you, from being a way back techie, that is a CD-ROM that would have come in one of those multimedia kits. Isn't that sweet? Intel inside. Yeah, baby. It is a little yellowed, but this plastic just does that. Now I'm interested to see what's actually inside of this. So stay tuned. So here we have the beauty outside the box, sitting here with its lid ready to be taken off. Nice black painted case back here. That's something you don't see much nowadays. Well, I guess nowadays most cases are painted black, but it wasn't that long ago when you bought a nice case and it was still bare metal on the inside and on the back. Very well taken care of case. I gotta say, this thing looks practically brand new. Except for the yellowing of the front. I'm feeling pretty good about this thing turning on and firing up. So I'm going to see what's on this thing. So let's go ahead and see what the insides look like. I am excited. I am excited. This is kind of like, this reminds me of, makes me feel like I just bought this computer and brought it home. I want to see what all is inside of it, see how it makes it tick. This is pretty exciting for me. Alright. This case looks like it slides off from the front, so let's turn this bad boy around. Oh yeah. Here's a diagram sticker on the underside of the case showing the motherboard layout. That's handy to have since I don't have any manuals to this. So let's just take a closer look at this bad boy. Look at that 486SX. There's a label on there and I can't read that label. Huh, that's actually a 486 SX-25 chip. So Packard Bell sold this as an SX-20, but it's really got a 25 chip in it. I'm going to be quite curious to see if that actually is running at 25 megahertz or if it's clocked down to 20. Kind of a little bit of a misbranding there on Packard Bell's part, but it's kind of a misbranding in the positive for the consumer. They actually got a better processor. There's our second socket. These look like some cache memory slots here, which have nothing in them. Thanks Packard Bell for chinsing out on that. These might be some either onboard memory, I'm guessing. Yeah, it looks like onboard memory. So this might actually be 2 megabytes on board and then maybe some maybe some 1 meg sticks that have been added to this, possibly. We'll have to find out when we boot this baby up. Maybe I can zoom in on there. Can't really see that chip too good. But we do have an Opti chipset motherboard back here. See if I can zoom in on that. 82C392, made in Japan. And I'd almost bet you money that this would still turn on too. There's our old Seagate hard drive. Yes, Seagate actually made hard drives even back in the 90s. Made in Thailand. I don't know if that's better than made in China, but I bet it still works though. We're gonna find out though. Sound Blaster 16. 1992. That would be about right. Even though in 1992 the 486 wasn't anything new, it was actually came out in 1989. 1992 though, 486 has still cost you quite a bit of money. Even though the Pentium had just been introduced in 1992, 486 has definitely still pulled quite a premium. And we got that 5 1/4 inch floppy there, CD-ROM. Alright, so now I think we're ready to fire this beast back up. Okay folks, we have the old girl button back up. Got the factory keyboard and mouse here. Kind of cool, this keyboard even still has the original plastic wrap on it. So let's see what happens. Dun 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 dun. I see lights, folks. I do not see smoke. Lights are on. Oh, yeah. 5120K extended. That means that that's got 5 mega RAM in it. And it is booting up, folks. This may be a Dear Diary moment. I don't hear any strange noises coming from it. Hard drive's quiet. Packard Bell proudly presents Microsoft Windows 3.1. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Bring up the program manager. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to zoom in on this and let you guys take a closer look at this bad boy. Alright, so let's play around with this a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, the mouse works. Look at that. Sort of. Lotus Applications, Packard Bell, non-Windows apps. Let's take a look at that. MS-DOS Editor, Microsoft Q Basic. Wow. I need a mouse pad for this. Minesweep and Solitaire. Oh yeah. We might be playing a little Solitaire a little later here. Microsoft Windows 3.1. Yep. Preferred customer. Boy, you know, just looking at this right now, sure does look like it's the factory OS that's on here still. Factory software, as a matter of fact, it's still on here. Huh. I wonder what would happen if I clicked that support icon. Oh boy. Sound Blaster 16. Ooh, there's some fun stuff to play with there. Wave Studio. Yes, I remember that quite well. Well, let's just take a look at the hard drive here. Nice clicky, clunky sounding keyboard. That definitely brings back some memories. Where is my slash button on this? Oh, down there. What's this? $71 megabytes free. Wow. There's nothing on this computer. This has still got the original software intact, all of it. Doesn't even have anything extra on it. Huh, that's kind of cool. So let's boot up into Microscope and see what it tells us. Okay, so let's go ahead and reboot this bad boy. Apparently Control-Alt-Delete doesn't work. There it goes. Okay, which button gets into the BIOS? No, well, we missed the BIOS. Okay, so here we're loading Microscope. This is an older, late 90s diagnostic program. Very good, very handy. They still make it today. I find this to be extremely helpful on older technology to run. So let's see what this tells us. I'm curious to see what the actual processor speed of this bad boy is. All right. .25 megahertz. Huh. BIOS date 1990. 106 megabyte hard drive. 5120K extended memory, so that's 5 gig of RAM. It does say SVGA on here though. That may not be completely right. Oak BIOS. Now let's just do a little benchmark here. A little processor benchmark. Well, that's taking a while. There we go. Now I can tell you, I ran this on my 386, and the CPU instructions per second was about 6,000 K. So, and that's a 33 megahertz processor. Actually, it's an AMD 25 megahertz processor, but it's rated for 33 megahertz. So, this is about what, 40% quicker than the 386. Let's see how fast the memory transfers here. Ooh, 1.7 megabytes a second. Man, we are screaming! God, nowadays DDR3 can be well into the several gigabyte per second range. A lot of it I've tested is 60, 70 gigabytes a second. I'm sure there's plenty that's a lot faster than that, but wow, 1.7 megabytes. Let's see how fast that hard drive is. Seek time's okay. Wow, that's not even a megabyte a second. My internet's faster than that. But you know what? It worked back then. Let's see how pathetic the video score is here. That's not too bad, actually. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's exit out of this, and we will boot back into Windows. 1991 Phoenix BIOS. It's actually kind of a nice little startup screen there, though. It's got some color to it. CD-ROM still ejects too. I'm guessing that's a 2X CD-ROM that's on here. Might even be a 1X, I'm not sure. I had one that looked exactly like that and it was a 2X. There's a lot of stuff even back then that wouldn't run very good on a 2X. Well, let's just do a little gaming here, shall we? Let's play a little solitaire. Let's see. Ooh, man, I tell you what, that looks a lot different back then than it does now. Definitely a little bit more coloring back that they do nowadays than they did back then. I'm going to have to clean this mouse. This mouse may be the reason I lose. Yeah, screw it. But I want to try something. Since this has a CD-ROM in it, I want to see if I can get Descent loaded on it. So we will be back in just a minute. Alright, so let's see if we can get Descent to install here. I know it's going to be pretty slow on this computer, but I want to see if it runs at all. That's going to take up most of the hard drive. Oh boy. No, I don't have the shareware version. Install Descent. Okay. Wow. So actually, that's copying pretty quick for this old of a machine, anyway. I'll tell you what, man, even back then, 107 meg hard drive was pretty small. I do actually have a 212 meg hard drive I could put in here. I got some 540s too. And they'll actually work still. Can't say that about a lot of modern hard drives. This is going to run a trailer. This is going to be pretty slow, I bet. Yeah, I couldn't even initialize it. Okay. I don't have any speakers hooked up right now because I couldn't find the power adapter that came with those, so I'm going to have to deal with that later. Hey, it's actually running. I know this was pretty horrible on a 4060X50, so this is probably going to be really slow. Yeah, that's fine. Skip that. It's really not loading too bad actually for being a 107 meg hard drive and 25 megahertz processor. That's not all that terrible, really. Oh yeah. Look at how nice and choppy that is. I need to set my keyboard up here the way that I like it. Oh yeah, nice and choppy. Oh boy, you want to talk about stucking because of lag? Ha! Whoa, yeah. Yeah, I killed him now. Well, we might have to have a little fun with this computer and maybe give it a little bit of an upgrade. But it's kind of cool to see that this still all works after an umpteen number of years. Whoa. Talk about video lag, boy, you just go all over the place and you don't even realize it. First thing I think I'm going to try is a different video card, because I'm running the onboard video right now, and even today onboard video sucks. So I think that's going to be the first thing I change out. I've got a nice Trident 8900 ISA video card up there. We'll see what kind of change that makes. But I think that is going to be for another video. I sure hope you guys like this jaunt back in time and get to experience with me a little bit what computing was like back in 1992.